everybody, it's Chris from the Evermore podcast, Newcastle United podcast, and the Evermore YouTube channel. We're back with another Rumour Has It video where we're talking about players linked to the club this summer, and this one I am massively excited about. It's been doing the rounds on social media, a name that's been linked, whether there's truth in it or not, whether there's a chance for it or not. Just even be linked with a player like this is unbelievable. I can't wait to start talking about this player. Such a talent. But before we get stuck in, a little bit of housekeeping. If you haven't already, please click that like and subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow, helps us bring more content to you like this. We've had loads of new subs. Recently, we've gone over the 1,200 subscriber mark, so really, really appreciate that. I suppose the challenge is now to push on to that 2,000 mark. So yeah, keep on smashing the button, hit the notification bell, and you'll be known or notified even when another one of these videos comes out. So let's get stuck into this. The player I'm talking about here is one of the best midfielders, certainly in this division in the Premier League, if not the world. And the player we are talking about is Leicester City's own Youri Tielemans. Good friend of mine, Batch, will be sick to see these rumours and he'll be hoping that none of them are true. But what an unbelievable player this lad is. I mean, I feel like I don't even need this stat slide to talk about how brilliant Youri Tielemans is. Mark's highlighted some of his key strengths there, passing through balls, and he's fouled a lot. The reason he's fouled a lot is because he's absolutely fucking mint as a player. 25-year-old Belgian international. He's got 52 caps, I think, for Belgium and 5 goals or something like that. He's got 15 goals and 107 appearances for Leicester all in all. Got 6 last season, 4 assists. This guy is an unbelievable talent. Just one of the most graceful midfielders I think I've seen in the Premier League for a long, long time, if not world football, really. He's calm on the ball. He's composed. Never rattled at all. Gets involved in the play, can drop deep, can put a challenge in, can start the play, can finish the play, can score goals. You can see from his heat map there, he's all over the pitch. He does predominantly kind of stick to that right-hand side of the park as well, with him being right-footed. But at 25 years old and how good he is now, he could be the best player, the best midfielder on the planet, in my opinion. I think, obviously, Kevin De Bruyne, as Belgian international teammate, has probably got that kind of award hanging around his neck at the minute, and rightly so. But you can just see, comparing him to Bruno Guimaraes, who's an unbelievable talent as well, and I still pinch myself sometimes to think we signed him. But Tielemans is just an incredible player. You can see that how he kind of compares in stats-wise against Bruno. Where he really beats Bruno, I think, is in terms of his shots and his goals. He's a more of an attacking player than Bruno is. And you can see the greens there that Mark's highlighting. There's more greens than red, which shouldn't surprise you with a player of this quality. But, his passes there, he's 62.18 passes a game. He's in the 83rd percentile of players in this position across the top 5 leagues in Europe. You can see his assists there, 0.15, 83 percentile. Goals, he's in the 88th percentile, and he's just an unbelievable talent. He really, really is. It's his aerial duels one is quite good as well, to be fair. So he is quite a combative player. But just the thought of signing this guy to play alongside the likes of Joe Linton and Bruno in midfield is just mouthwatering. It really, really is. Shelby Willock don't get a look in if we sign this kid. The rumoured link is, I think it's Ben Jacobs who's really started the rumour. He started a couple of rumours, actually, is old Ben Jacobs. So fair play to him. He's given us content makers a little bit of something to grab onto and do these videos. But he started the rumours. I think Tielemans is in last year of his contract. So the fee that Leicester apparently will be holding out for will be about 35-40 million quid. If he still had 2 or 3 years left on his contract, he'd probably be 100 million quid. If Jack Grealish is worth 100 million quid, this kid is easily worth 100 million. But the fact that his contract has run down a little bit maybe puts Leicester on the back foot a little bit. He's been massively linked to Arsenal. Manchester United have shown an interest. He's certainly a player that could turn Manchester United around. There's no doubt about that. Luke Edwards has come out and pissed all over it, which shouldn't surprise anybody. That seems to be what Luke likes to do. Whether he just does it because he thinks that's the truth or whether he does it just to wind Newcastle fans up, I'll leave that open to you guys to decide. But I think with the rumour that's going around that he's looking for European football, which kind of does make sense, because Leicester City have obviously been playing European football for a long time now, and he's used to that. He wants to keep himself in the reckoning for the Belgian squad. So if he was to go to a club that doesn't have European football, potentially that might cause him an issue. But coming to this project as it sits right now, could be a really exciting time for Tielemans. The wage demands is another thing I think that Luke Edwards has pointed out, and he's maybe got a point there. We had a chat about that, about the 120 grand a week mark. That if we're not going to break that figure for the right player, then it could hold us back. If we generally have a chance to sign Youri Tielemans and he wants 165 grand a week, just fucking give him it, in my opinion. Just give him it. He's an unbelievable talent. If we signed him to play alongside Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Linton, we'd have probably the best midfield in the league, hands down. We really would do. The way those three lads have been playing last season, you put them three together in a black and white shirt, I don't think there's a midfield better than that in the league. I really don't. You know, arguably Manchester City, but the rest of them, I don't think they come anywhere close, ability-wise. That sounds quite sensational. It sounds like something the Lynchman would say instead of me. But, you know, if we could sign this guy, it would just honestly have been unbelievable signing. I mean, people wrote us off about signing Sven Botman. He's now signed, sealed, delivered. He's a Newcastle player. People didn't think we had a chance of signing Bruno Guimaraes. He's a Newcastle player now. So let's not write this off completely. You know, Dan Ashworth apparently is really pushing hard to get Tielemans. And Dan Ashworth is quite a smart cookie. And I don't think he would waste his time trying to go for a deal that he didn't think there was a chance to go for. You never know if Tielemans is interested in the project. If he thinks that club's going places, that club could be Champions League in the next season or two. I could be part of that. You know, could be pushing for trophies in the next 3 to 4 years. I could be part of that. You know, Leicester are a good side and a good manager. You know, I'm a big fan of Brendan Rodgers, but Leicester, I think, have kind of reached their ceiling. I don't think they're going to get back into that top 4 reckoning. I don't think they're going to be pushing for the title again. That was a freak occurrence. So Leicester City have probably spent their kind of load really in terms of where they are as a club. They're a top 7 club, no doubt about that. But I don't think they're any bigger than that. They're any further than that. I don't think they're going to be able to breach that gap. We've got the finance. We're signing the players. You know, we've got a young, exciting manager as well, and Eddie Howe, who, you know, his stats are comparable there with Brendan Rodgers, and the style of play that he's playing are comparable with Brendan Rodgers in terms of what he did last season. I mean, form-wise, Eddie Howe was better than Brendan Rodgers as a manager, you know, in terms of the points that he was winning. So it could be very interesting to see what happens here. If Tielemans was to knock us back, I kind of understand. I wouldn't hold it against the player. But if he was to come, Jesus, I think even more of the player than I already do, which you can tell is a hell of a lot. Like I say, one of the best midfielders in the world right now. And if we were to sign him at 25 years old to play alongside Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Linton, unbelievable scenes. We'd be going fucking mad as Newcastle fans about this. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think Tielemans would be as good of a signing as I do? I think he'd arguably be the best of the lot so far, in all fairness, mate. But, you know, I'll let you guys decide on that as well. We love you jumping in the comments. You know, we can always jump on as well, and we can give you our opinions as well. I can't stress enough, this isn't an ITK channel. We just talk about speculation in the media, whether it be journalists, you know, putting it out there like Ben Jacobs has. Now other outlets are catching on, whether it's players that have been linked on Sky, whatever it may be. We just come on here, do a quick Rumour Has It video, let you know what we think about signing the player, and invite you to come along and tell us what you think as well. So definitely no ITKs here. We don't know a guy who knows a guy. If I did, I probably wouldn't do it anyway, because you get too much shit for when it goes wrong, to be honest with you. But as I mentioned at the start, if you like what we do, please click that like and subscribe button. We'd love you to come on board and join the army of subscribers we're getting. Loads of content coming in the next few weeks. Mark and I hopefully be back with a What's Going On video Monday night at 10 o'clock, which will be a live one. So just a little bit of a summary as to what's going on with the club this week. You know, things like being linked to Tielemans, pre-season, Botman, signed, sealed, and delivered, all these kind of things. So jump on the comments and have a bit of crack with us on a Monday night at 10 o'clock. And then on Wednesday, we're back with Evermore with a very special guest, which should be a really good episode. So make sure you come and check it out, guys. And stick with the channel. We've got loads coming. I'm dead excited, as you can tell. If we get Youri Tielemans, I will be absolutely bouncing. So we'll be back with another Rumour Has It video soon enough. And this is Chris signing off. Let's keep supporting the team of Core United. And we'll catch you later. Cheers. Bye.